the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Nashville. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there. Throwing is McDonald. And Brown's got it for a Miami touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of the year.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Keon Crossett. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Finding Gaskin underneath. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. McDonald. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Play action. It's McDonald. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. McDonald sets to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the end zone, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's McDonald to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Fielded at about the 28. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, McDonald. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down, Dolphins.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They go play action with McDonald. This is caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. McDonald. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete.
I know that from down to down, you'll hop into different offensive formations and try and fool the defense and pick up some yardage. But going into field goal formation on 2nd down and then running a fake off of it, help me here. Help me with this one. I'm supposed to know this. Help me.
I'm so baffled that I like it. Because it's different.
Different, all right, but not very successful.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, in Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tannehill. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. The throw over the middle taken in. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Looking to throw. McDonald letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Now it's Tannehill. That's caught by McMath. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Really good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is McDonald. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. But today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down and 4, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Jalen Phillips picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And it's a Titans touchdown. Seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. First downs, they can't.
12 yards. Play action. It's McDonald. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. McDonald. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Danico Autry. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. McDonald sets to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll keep it himself. Into the secondary past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw towards the end zone for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tannehill to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Throwing Tannehill. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. That one good for 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 2nd down at 5. Tannehill now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Miami, they improved to 14-2 with still 1 game left to be played in this regular season.